What's good, everybody? Joshua Jericho back with another episode of Tales of Berseria. Last time, I jumped on the ship without doing an intro, and I paid for it. So this time I'm going to do the intro, and then I'm going to jump on the ship. So, welcome back to Tales of Berseria. Let's find out what we're doing now. Well, I know what we're doing. We're going... Wait. There we go. We're going there. See, I know what we're doing. We're going there. And, of course, there's no cutscene, so... I am being punished. That's awesome. Oh, there it is.
We're coming up on Lionel Island.
So much for the ghost ships.
Should we expect another welcome party waiting for us again?
No. I had the Bloodwings spread a rumor that we were raiding an Abbey compound far, far from here.
As far as plans go, that's better than nothing.
All this cloak and dagger. Give me a good old frontal assault any day.
First mate, sir. There's a ship drifting ahead of us.
A ghost ship?
It's an Abbey ship. Their flag. It's a distress signal.
Understood. Commence approach.
Are you actually going to help an enemy ship?
A ship signaling distress has neither allies nor enemies. That's a code all seafarers abide by.
It's an obvious trap.
Not even pirates would use a distress signal for a surprise attack. Of course, after we rescue a ship, we still strip them of everything they've got.
Anyway, if it's a trap, we'll kill everyone on board. Simple.
A waste of time if you ask me.
Is this... the Corsair Scourge?
Benwick, do we still have any Salatoma left?
Yes, sir. If this is their full crew, we should have enough on board to treat them.
Now that you mention it, don't Abbey ships usually have a bigger crew?
These were all who were aboard when I hijacked the ship and made them set sail.
Teresa!
I knew I was being reckless, but I never expected we'd run afoul of the Corsair Scourge. But you know, I'm glad we did, since it brought me to you.
You seriously plan to fight in that condition?
No. I know you've won this one. Use me as you will.
Use you?
Don't bother asking. It's a trap.
Lionel Island is where you'll find Dees. Aetherian. My brother Oscar is guarding over it.
We can handle him just fine.
You should know that Oscar's acquired a powerful new art. Its formula developed by Lord Melchior. The art heightens a Malak's power far beyond its normal limits. The effect is incredible. Normal arts don't even compare. Even were you to win, you wouldn't come away unscathed.
Why are you telling us this?
The art is still untested and imperfect. There's no guarantee its caster will survive the effects. I don't want anything to happen to Oscar. If I'm your hostage, Oscar won't move against you. This will afford you a window to snatch the Therian and make your escape.
You're willing to betray the Abbey?
There's nothing in this world that could ever replace Oscar. I know you can't trust me, so don't give me your medicine. I'll place my life in your hands. Just save Oscar.
Lady Teresa!
If true, this information will be of use to us. For now, let's bring her aboard and give her the medicine.
So, you're going to believe her story?
An art that boosts a Malak's power far beyond its normal limits. Sounds like we might be in for a real fight.
And she said that Melchior developed it, too.
Maybe this explains why he was so intent on acquiring that Siegfried relic.
If this is all true, a frontal assault might not be the best idea.
But why do you think Teresa is willing to go so far to protect Oscar?
Oscar is the second son of the Dragonia family, aristocrats with ancestral ties to the Asgard royal lineage. From what I understand, he was sent to the Abbey in the hopes of strengthening his family's ties to the group.
For the good of the bloodline. Happens all the time.
Teresa followed him to the Abbey, where she's been his constant savior, even if she's kept it from him.
So she's another noble too. Could have had an easy life if she just kept in her place.
No, Teresa was conceived, outside of formal matrimony, and her mother was not of what you'd call high standing.
It happens more often than you might think. My mother died, and my father's wife never cared for me. So I merely served the Dragonia family as a maid. Those were dark, lonely times for me. But Oscar was the only one who called me his sister and embraced me as family. Does a sister need any other reason to want to save her brother?
So you're back on your feet.
My sincere thanks for the medicine.
I can't use you as a hostage if you're dead. Where's the Therian?
Ahead through the Baird Marsh are the ruins of an ancient kingdom. There you'll find the Earth Pulse Point, along with Oscar.
What happened to number 1?
Lord Artorius took number 1 away from me. As it stands, I'm without the powers of an exorcist. As such, whether I live or die is for you people to decide. Once Oscar is safe, you can do whatever you like to me.
We'll do as you wish. All of it. I know you know this, Fee, but don't let your guard down for 1 second.
I won't.
That was the most ominous, "will do as you wish, all of it" I've ever heard. That was so ominous. Terrifying. Scarifying. Not goodifying. But on a side note, yay, Teresa! Okay, so I kind of hinted at this before, but I'm not gonna lie. I really like Teresa. Don't ask me why, because I don't really know. Can't pin it on the head, but like, I don't know. Like, she's got a cool look in general. She's got a cool attitude. She's a cool character, and hearing her story just makes me sympathetic for her. Like, I think she's really cool. I don't know. I kind of have a crush on her. Okay. Fine, there, I said it. So I'm kind of hoping maybe this will be her redemption a little bit. We'll see.
I'll send a Sylph J if anything comes up here. Have a safe trip.
Thanks.
Still, why would the Abbey build anything all the way out here?
Teresa, what do you know?
This island may be uninhabited now, but judging from the ruins, we can tell that civilization has flourished and fallen here many times. This island lies at a focal point of air and sea currents, as well as the flow of the Earth Pulse. That means that malevolence gathers here too.
Is that why civilization has risen and fallen here before?
It is. Furthermore, the malevolence of those long-dead people still lingers here, lost and unfading.
Even after so long?
The more they prospered, the greater the loss of life.
Normally, this sort of thing could not be ignored. The malevolence here should have been dealt with in haste.
But because the Abbey is scheming to resurrect Inominat, there's no way they'd want to waste such a bounty. Bursting with malevolent juiciness, and no meddlesome people around to cause trouble. There couldn't be a more perfect spot.
If there's one place they'd put a Therian, it's here.
Yeah, I don't know that we should be talking about how much we know about Inominat and the Abbey's secret plans in front of What's-Her-Face. I mean, oh my god. Really, I love Teresa so much that I can't even remember her name 30 seconds later after gushing about her. Oh, she's so great. I hope she gets redeemed. Oh, what's her name? What's her face? What did I call her? What's her face? Yeah, I have a huge crush on what's her face. Good job, me.
This is an Abbey encampment. No one's stationed here now, but it's well maintained.
From what I could gather, it will be approximately 10 days before the next patrol stops by.
That's more than enough time to find the Therian and get it off the Earth Pulse.
We can rest here, too. No need to rush things. We'll find the Therian, but let's do it right.
Why wouldn't you have guards here? Just a couple of guards, you know? Under the waves, a few hundred years. I don't get it, though. I mean, it's hard to imagine the land moving because we're alive, right? Yeah, I know. Plate tectonic theory throws me off, too. No, but seriously, she's a cool character, and I like her voice actor, and I like her design, I like her personality. I feel
Teresa,
sympathetic.
It's been a while.
We haven't seen each other since the throne. But that doesn't seem like so long ago to me. Not when I keep hearing so much about you. Eleanor Hume, the traitor.
What of the Corsair Scourge?
Nothing to worry about. I've had my dose of Salatoma.
Was it as bad as you remembered it? Brings you back to when you were an initiate, doesn't it?
Why did you betray us, Eleanor? When the Abbey made you a patrolling inspector, they placed great responsibility upon you. Oscar should have been the one to take on that role. He had already been selected for it. But you wanted it so very badly, and that sweet, naive man that he is, he let you take it.
I had no idea. Oscar had already been chosen?
Yes, and after he passed on it, he was stationed on that dangerous island where he sustained that awful wound. And now, you accompany the monster that nearly killed him. I feel I have a right to some answers.
My desire to save humanity has not changed. I have simply found a path different from the Abbey's.
I don't find that answer acceptable.
I didn't think that you would. I know very well that you offer no compromises when it comes to Oscar.
You're right. I don't. Be sure to inform your new friends of that fact. In order for me to protect Oscar, I'm going to need you all to trust me. That's all I have to say to you.
I understand.
Snap, snap, snap. Dang! No, but seriously. That's why I really like her hair. I don't know. Okay, I'm done. I'll stop gushing on her. But I'm not saying, like, Eleanor's not bad, or Velvet, or, you know, whatever. I don't know. She's a cool character. I hope she gets some level of redemption. But this is a Tales of game. It's very possible that she's going to die or get turned into a Therian, or Oscar's going to get turned into a Therian, and she's going to freak out, or I don't know. This Tales of game could go really bad.
I heard that they use this island to hold exiled prisoners. Just looking at this place depresses me. I hate it here.
We can't go carelessly wandering about. This place is dangerous.
I know. Still, from the looks of those ruins, there used to be one impressive civilization here. I can practically taste the hidden treasure.
The punishment for tomb raiding is quite strict, you know.
Think I'd be a pirate if I was afraid of the Abbey?
I won't stop you from looking for loot. But if you get into trouble, don't expect us to save you. Got it?
Aye, aye, sir.
Pretty I don't know what I was going to say. That's a really good pirating answer, though. Sure, you can go look for loot, but I'm not going to save your butt. It's not just here. Demons are turning up in the ruins, caves, everywhere. There's signs of loot. It's a tough time to be a treasure hunter, that's for darn sure. Well, as far as marshes go, I guess it's not the most horrible marsh I've ever seen. Kind of thought it would be a little more swamp boggy looking, but I mean, it's kind of got some swamp bogginess to it, but not too bad. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? I will say this, like, I feel sympathetic to her more now, having heard that story. Like, I kind of feel sympathetic to about half of the Abbey characters in general, I find, because, like, it's not I don't know how much of them know what's actually going on. Like, I guess maybe it's fair to assume that. But see, then Eleanor didn't know what was going on. So if Eleanor doesn't know what's going on, isn't it realistic to believe that maybe also Teresa and Oscar don't really know what's going on? I think the Legates probably know. You know, Shigure and Melchior, which they're cool characters too. Melchior is creepy in that overly powered, creepy old man way. And Shigure is cool. I just like him in general. He's got like a cool personality. But but Teresa is awesome as a antagonist character. I definitely like him as an antagonist. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of great characters. Oscar's the only character really that I don't like in this game. I didn't like Lapuset a lot at the start. I still don't really like original Lapuset very much. But it's hard to like or dislike him because you don't really get to know him very much. You know, he was kind of the girl in the fridge of this story. So there's not a lot of him to know.
I wish I had power like that.
I'd forget about it if I were you.
New Lapuset, kind of growing on me. Didn't like him that much at first. He kind of felt like that character that's always in these games. And he is kind of that, but like at the same time he's not, because he's got such a great purpose in being so vital as a counterpoint to basically everybody else in the party. Like everybody else is so messed up, and then there's like, here's poor Lapuset.
I did good, didn't I?
And even Eleanor is a good counter to Lapuset, because Eleanor is so like over the top goodiness and naive, and like Lapuset kind of works to show like how extreme she can be on that level. He's a good character for that. He works really well for that purpose. So he's grown on me. I kind of like everybody except for Oscar. Even when Teresa was telling that story about how Oscar was so great for taking care of her and stuff, and I was like, that's nice. I didn't really care about it so much in terms of liking Oscar more because of it. It was more that I felt sympathetic for Teresa, you know? Like, Oscar's just as bland and boring for me. A little too goody two-shoes. So, I don't know. Maybe he'll redeem himself. Maybe they'll both die. Who knows? It's a Tales of game. Why does everything in here glow?
Fly away, little birdie. Far away.
The rocks glow.
You better be ready.
Let's go.
Like, look at this. Like, these rocks are like totally glowing, and those trees were glowing earlier too. What is in the mineral water around here that's like making all the things glow? Doesn't seem very healthy. I'm not sure she should be theronizing these things, because maybe Velva's going to come out glowing. And I don't mean that like in the complimentary sense of like, oh, you're glowing and beautiful. Like, I mean like she's going to literally have like,
Didn't I?
her skin is going to turn like neon pink or pastel purple or something, and it's going to have like an effervescent glow to it. It's going to be creepy looking and stuff. I kicked that rock in the face! Do rocks have face?
I'll end this quickly.
Heaven's Wrath! Crash through! Heaven's Wrath! Take that! Devour!
Steal the flowers, steal the flowers. I'm a real champion of nature in this game. Smashing trees and flowers and rock things and wolves and armadillo monsters.
I won't improve by fighting weaklings.
It's a green one. Ooh, it goes green and yellow. That's a new color combination because the other one's only red and blue. Now I got red and blue and green and yellow. I have a whole palette of colors. Alright, so. Will Teresa be redeemed? Will she be Theronized? Will Oscar be Theronized or survive? Or save Teresa? Or is this all a trap? Will he be betrayed? Is Teresa up to no good because she actually also has the ability to do the Malik thing? Will we figure out what is making all the things around here glow? Because that seems important to me too. Will I ever remember what what's-her-name is? Will Teresa accept my invitation to prom? Find out next time. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you then. Please don't tell Teresa that I was going to ask her to prom, because I haven't actually asked her yet, and I want it to be a surprise, because in that way she doesn't have a prepared excuse. I want to kind of catch her off guard. That's my hope, and then, like, if I catch her off guard, she's more likely to say yes.